The hospital was a blur of adrenaline and sterile smells. Ryan was conscious but pale, his arm bandaged after the bullet graze. Amanda and Celine stood outside the glass, watching the doctor work. Celine, seeing the way Amanda's hands wouldn't stop shaking, realized the Ice King wasn't the only one caught in a storm. "He's okay, Amanda," Celine whispered, giving her a supportive squeeze before stepping away. "I'll handle the police and Eliza, you just stay with him." When the doctor cleared them, Amanda burst into the room, her clothes stained and her hair a mess. She didn't say a word, she just sobbed, the sound raw and terrified. Ryan watched her, his heart doing that strange, painful stutter again. He, the man who had seen everything and felt nothing, was suddenly terrified to even speak. "Are you going home looking like that?" he asked, his voice thick with awkwardness. "Your parents will think I murdered you. They'll be terrified." Amanda wiped her eyes, looking down at her ruined outfit. "I don't have a change of clothes, Ryan." Ryan cleared his throat, looking everywhere but at her. "Then, come to my house, wash up, borrow something. I won't force you, but if that's what you want." He sounded like a nervous teenager, not a billionaire CEO. Amanda saw a side of him she never imagined. The playboy was actually scared to invite his own girl over. She nodded slowly. "Okay." At the mansion, the air was charged with a different kind of danger. Amanda stepped out of the steam-filled bathroom wearing one of Ryan's crisp white dress shirts. It was a joke on her frame. The sleeves swallowed her hands and the hem brushed her mid-thigh, leaving her legs bare and glowing under the dim hallway lights. Ryan was at the table, a bottle of wine open, but he wasn't drinking. When he looked up, his brain hit a dead end. The sight of her, damp-haired, wearing his scent, looking small but powerful, sent a cold heat straight down his spine. "Eat," he managed to say, though his voice sounded like he'd been swallowing gravel. The dinner was a battlefield of glances. Amanda, still shaken, was struggling with her motor skills. Snap. Her wooden chopstick splintered under the pressure of her grip. Ryan let out a sudden, dry laugh that startled them both. "What's funny?" Amanda snapped, her short temper flaring through her exhaustion. "Are you mocking my lack of luxury dining skills now?" "No," Ryan murmured, his gaze dropping to her lips. "I'm mocking the fact that I'm more afraid of you in that shirt than I was of those gunmen." Amanda stood up abruptly, her face flushing. "I'm getting another pair." She marched into the kitchen, her bare legs flashing with every step. Ryan's eyes followed the movement, his pulse hammering a rhythm that felt like a countdown. As she reached high into a cabinet, the shirt hiked up, and the suspense in the room reached a breaking point. "Sit down!" Ryan roared suddenly, the sound echoing off the marble walls. Amanda jumped, nearly hitting her head. "What is wrong with you?" "Just sit. I'll get the damn sticks." Ryan scrambled up, his movements frantic and nervous. He brushed past her, careful not to touch her skin as if she were a live wire that would electrocute him on contact. They sat back down, the tension pulling tight like a piano wire. Amanda noticed a small smudge of sauce on the corner of Ryan's mouth. Without a second thought, acting on a primal, terrifyingly innocent instinct, she leaned across the table. She wiped the smudge with her thumb, then holding his gaze, she licked it off. Ryan felt the air leave the room. He whispered under his breath, "The innocent faces, they're always the most dangerous." "What?" Amanda smiled, a soft, dangerous light in her eyes. "Stop it," Ryan growled, his voice trembling. "Stop what you're doing to me, Amanda. I'm sitting here trying to be a gentleman, trying to remember how to be human. And you're unbelievable." He stood up so fast his chair nearly tipped. "I'm going to bed, now." He turned to flee, but Amanda was faster. She lunged forward, wrapping her arms around his waist from behind, pressing her face into the bandage on his back. "Where are you going without me?" she whispered, her voice a vibration against his spine. Ryan froze. His hands went ice cold. The silence lasted for 3 heartbeats, then 5, the kind of silence that precedes a landslide. In one explosive motion, Ryan spun. He didn't just grab her, he claimed her, his hand tangling in her damp hair as he pulled her upward. He crushed his lips to hers in a kiss that wasn't just unexpected, it was an assault of months of suppressed hunger. Amanda's legs gave out, her world spinning into a kaleidoscope of heat and peppermint, but Ryan's arm was a steel band around her waist. refusing to let her fall, refusing to let her breathe, refusing to let her go.